Nothing about Russell Westbrook can surprise us anymore, right? The man has revolutionized the point guard position. If Steph Curry helped break basketball with his long-range shooting, Russ certainly helped with his unlimited turbo, unprecedented relentlessness, and a thirst for feasting on his enemy's blood that can never be quenched. He's on the verge of claiming an NBA record that we thought would never be touched. Career triple-doubles. If you're in the same sentence as Oscar Robertson involving anything, you're a generational talent, whether you finish with a championship ring or not. But this is season 13 of Westbrook's professional tenure. And in NBA years, this is usually social security time for every other player. Russ, however, does not stop. To give you some context, let's use that famous 2016-2017 campaign as a comparison. That season when Westbrook's usage percentage was 41.7, which means the man was involved in the final result of the play nearly half the times he was on the floor. Fast forward to 2021, and that usage number has dropped double digits. And despite that fact, Russ is still averaging career highs in rebounds and assists per game after 58 contests. His biggest critics have no problem acknowledging the box score success. Hell, they probably even agree with this.
But I'm pretty sure if everybody could do it, they'll do it.
The conversation always ends up chasing its own tail because both sides can never come to terms on the controversial debate, is Westbrook efficient? All of those shots, all of that usage, all of that me versus the world energy, does it make the team better? I'm here to tell you today that for one teammate in particular, the answer is yes. And that teammate is Daniel Gafford. A name which many mainstream sports fans still probably have no clue who that is. To be honest, I can't blame them either. Trapped at the end of the Chicago Bulls bench for 2 seasons, Gafford was sent to Washington as a part of the 3-team trade deadline deal with the Celtics and Bulls. Since joining the Wizards, he has been nothing short of brilliant. He is what the Wizards thought they had in Thomas Bryant before his season-ending injury, and has given them an interior presence desperately needed to fill the Grand Canyon-sized holes in the team's defense. You notice how Washington isn't giving up 130 points every night anymore? You think that's by accident? For the X's and O's on how they're getting it done, I'm going to kick it to Coach Nick from B-Ball Breakdown.
What is up, Rob? And if we're talking about Daniel Gafford, I've got 2 words for you: big whiz energy. So that's 3 words, but who's counting when you've got a guy this big, this mobile, with this much dedication to the defensive end of the floor? Most of his blocks come while defending only the most popular play in the game, the pick and roll. And it's a tricky position to be in, having to contain the ball handler into a contested mid-range shot, but also be able to high hedge, then sprint back to the roll man for a jump, then reset the feet and erase this dunk attempt cleanly. He's got the speed to recover onto guards going downhill towards the rim, while also able to get in the air to contest the guard, then have the presence of mind to strip the roll man before the ball gets above his waist. It's hard to calculate how many mistakes by his teammates he erases, like here, where he stops the blow-by at the dotted line, then gets to the front of the rim to beautifully block this lefty. And when Rui gives up the straight line drive, it's Gafford there to save the day and keep the block inbounds so Russ can start another fast break. I really dig the way he can get both arms straight over his head but still move fluidly and get up in the air to turn these shots away without committing a foul. And let's face it, if you can do this multiple times to Zion Williamson of all people, you're getting an A+ on rim protection, both as the primary defender and help rotator. And why not throw a clip of him just embarrassing Brandon Ingram while we're at it? My favorite block? The one where he starts above the free throw line with Booker full speed down the lane, and he still gets there to again use that left arm to block the all-star shot. The guy is hitting double-digit scoring for them and shooting over 70%, and it's easy to see why, as he feasts on the endless attacking off the dribble by one Russell Westbrook, receiving all manner of pass and lob to just destroy the rim on open looks created by the mercurial guard. But it's not just dunking that makes him a special player. He's also got very good touch, which is hard to do having to battle for position with a lot of physical effort and then find a soft shooting touch from several feet away from the rim. And I've also noticed when they get Russ attacking from the wing, like a traditional two guard, he sucks the defense in and has been finding Gafford on little passes to earn assists as DG does most of the work himself. The bottom line, if you're defending the Wizards and you give up the middle penetration, no matter who has the ball, you're under the direct threat of a powerful finish by Daniel Gafford. Kinda like how I'm gonna finish this analysis and throw it back to you, Rob.
Daniel Gafford has been unlocked by Russell Westbrook. Unlocked. If Russ is the Lightning, Gafford has been the Thunder, trailing him at all times, matching the energy every single night, and most importantly, giving Westbrook what he so desperately needed. A wingman who is just like him, who doesn't need to be the alpha. Usually with Russ, it's his way or the I-95 expressway. But in DC this season, we are getting the best version of him possible. The one in which Westbrook can be Westbrook, and the one that everyone else wants to help.